The information in this presentation is for general educational purposes only. I'm a healthcare professional, but I'm not a medical doctor or a legal professional, and this isn't personal medical or legal advice. For guidance specific to your situation, please consult a qualified healthcare provider or legal expert. Welcome to Healthcare Insights, and thank you for joining me today. This presentation is designed to make VA healthcare benefits easier to understand so veterans and their families can confidently access the support they've earned. We're going to walk through several key programs, from home-based care and caregiver support to financial assistance and burial benefits, all with the goal of helping you navigate these resources with clarity and confidence. My mission with Healthcare Insights is simple: to break down complex information into practical guidance that empowers veterans and the people who care for them. So let's get started. Our agenda today is we're going to go over the key healthcare benefits available to veterans. We'll start with home health services and personal care support, then move into several lesser known benefits and support programs that many families aren't aware of. Finally, we'll review burial funds and end-of-life benefits to help families understand the support available during those difficult moments. To begin with, we're going to look at the eligibility requirements for major healthcare services available to veterans. Once we understand who qualifies, we'll move into an overview of the key services offered, and then from there we'll finish up by walking through how to access these benefits and the steps families can take to apply. Eligibility for veterans' healthcare benefits primarily depends on a veteran's service history, their discharge status, and their income level. In general, most veterans who served on active duty and were discharged under conditions other than dishonorable qualify for at least some level of VA healthcare. The veteran also uses a priority group system to determine enrollment and access. These groups are based on factors such as service-connected disabilities, income threshold, and certain special status conditions. According to recent VA data, more than 9 million veterans are currently enrolled in the VA healthcare system, reflecting a broad access across many different demographic and service backgrounds. The VA offers a comprehensive range of healthcare services, including primary care, specialty care, mental health services, surgical care, and rehabilitation. Preventative services such as screenings and vaccinations are widely available, along with extensive pharmacy benefits. The Veterans Administration also provides a robust chronic disease management program that supports veterans living with conditions like diabetes and heart disease. Those are two of the most common healthcare challenges in the veteran population. Access has expanded significantly in recent years through telehealth, with usage increasing by more than 50% according to the Veterans Administration utilization reports. This growth has helped veterans receive timely care regardless of their location or mobility. Veterans can apply for healthcare benefits online, by mail, or in person at a VA facility. The application requires documentation such as your discharge papers, typically the DD-214, and financial information if you're going to apply for income-based benefits. The VA has streamlined the process through its e-benefits portal, which has helped improve approval times and reduce paperwork for many applicants. In addition, outreach and assistance programs are available to guide veterans through enrollment by ensuring they face fewer administrative barriers along the way. In this next section, we're going to take a closer look at the key health services available to veterans. We'll begin with the home-based primary care and nursing support. Then we're going to move into personal care assistance, including help with cooking, cleaning, and daily tasks. We'll also review respite care and caregiver support, which provide essential relief for families caring for veterans at home. After we walk through each service individually, I'll show you a quick comparison chart that summarizes the differences between these programs and highlights what each one offers. This will help you see how the services fit together and when each option may be the most appropriate. The VA's Home-Based Primary Care Program, or HBPC, brings comprehensive primary care directly into the homes of veterans who have chronic conditions, disabilities, or difficulties traveling to clinics. Services include regular nurse visits, physician oversight through in-person or telehealth consults, and coordinated care with other home health providers. Research shows that HBPC can reduce hospital admissions by as much as 25%, improving quality of life for veterans while also lowering overall healthcare cost. It's a highly effective option for veterans who need ongoing, team-based medical support in the comfort of their own homes. Personal care assistance programs helps veterans who need support with activities of daily living, such as cooking, cleaning, bathing, dressing, and medication reminders. These services are designed to support independent living, and they delay the need for institutional care. According to VA statistics, nearly 1 million veterans use personal care assistance each year. These services are often delivered through contracts with home health agencies, but they can also be provided through Veterans-Directed Care, which allows veterans to hire caregivers directly, including family members in many cases. Respite care provides temporary relief for family caregivers, offering short-term substitute care for veterans, either in the home or in specialized facilities. This allows for support caregivers to rest, manage personal responsibilities, or simply take a break while ensuring the veteran continues to receive safe, appropriate care. The VA also offers comprehensive caregiver support program that includes training, counseling, and for qualifying caregivers, financial stipends. Research consistently shows that these services reduce caregiver burnout and improve well-being of both the veteran and the caregiver, which in turn leads to better healthcare outcomes and fewer hospitalizations. In this next section, we're going to highlight several lesser-known benefits, support services that many veterans and families aren't aware of. The programs can make a meaningful difference in day-to-day quality of life, especially for veterans who need additional support beyond traditional healthcare services. We'll take a closer look at aid and attendance and housebound allowances, veterans-directed home and community-based services, and additional programs that support mental health, social connection, and overall well-being. Aid in attendance and household allowances are monetary benefits for veterans who need help with daily activities or who are substantially confined to their homes. These benefits are added on top of the basic VA pension and can provide anywhere from several hundred to over $1,000 per month, depending on the veteran's circumstances. The VA data shows that more than 70,000 veterans receive these allowances each year. For many families, this additional financial support significantly improves access to essential home, health services, personal care assistance, and overall comfort in the home environment. The Veterans Directed Home and Community-Based Services Program, or VDHCBS, empowers veterans to manage their own care budgets. This allows them to hire caregivers of their choosing and select services that best fit their needs, giving them more autonomy than traditional agency-based models. The program has grown steadily, with enrollment increasingly by more than 30% since its inception. Studies show that veterans in VDHCBS report higher satisfaction and experience fewer nursing home admissions, reflecting the program's strong impact on independence and quality of life. Before we move into the comparison chart, there's one more important benefit to highlight, and it's one that many families don't realize is available. In addition to financial and caregiving supports, the VA also offers programs that focus on mental health, social connection, and overall well-being. These services help veterans stay engaged, supported, and connected to their communities, which can be just as important as physical care. Beyond traditional clinical mental health services, the VA funds programs that promote socialization, peer support, and recreational therapy, all of which play a major role in reducing isolation and strengthening emotional resilience. Programs like vet centers and community integration initiatives help bridge service gaps and provide veterans with safe spaces to connect, share experiences, and build support networks. Research consistently shows that participation in these programs is associated with reduced depression, improved coping skills, and stronger community reintegration. These supports round out the VA's approach by addressing the emotional and social needs that are essential to a veteran's overall quality of life. We've reviewed the major care and support programs available to veterans. This slide pulls everything together in one place. It provides a quick side-by-side comparison of the different personal care assistance programs, showing how each one is funded and who is allowed to provide the care. The main distinction to focus on is the difference between the blue and green categories. The blue programs are agency-based, meaning the VA pays the provider directly and the veteran receives services from a VA-connected agency or facilities. In these programs, family members cannot be paid caregivers. The green programs are self-directed. In these cases, the veteran receives funds or a care budget and can choose their own caregiver, including family members. This gives veterans more flexibility and control over how their support is arranged. The key takeaway here is that self-directed programs offer the most flexibility, while agency-based programs provide structured, VA-managed support. For example, if a veteran wants a family member to serve as their paid caregiver, they would need to choose from one of the green programs. This chart helps families quickly see which programs allow that option and which ones rely on agency-delivered services. As we transition from the major healthcare and support programs available to veterans, we're going to shift into an equally important area: end-of-life benefits and burial support. These benefits help families navigate some of the most difficult decisions they'll ever face, and understanding what the VA provides can make a tremendous difference during these moments. To start, we're going to look at the core burial benefits the VA provides. These benefits are designed to honor a veteran's service while easing the financial and logistical burden on families during an incredibly difficult time. Veterans and eligible family members may receive several key burial benefits, including a gravesite in a VA national cemetery, a government-furnished headstone or marker, and perpetual care of the gravesite. The VA manages more than 130 national cemeteries across the country, where over 1.5 million veterans have been laid to rest. Burial benefits also include military funeral honors, which serve as a formal recognition of the veteran's service and sacrifice. These honors provide families with a meaningful and dignified tribute as part of the burial process. Since we've reviewed the core burial benefits, let's take a look at who qualifies and how families can apply. Eligibility for the burial benefits generally requires verification of the veteran's discharge status, and in some cases, service during specific periods of conflict. The application process is straightforward and is often handled directly by the funeral home. Families typically complete the VA form known as 21P-530, which is the official application for burial benefits. The VA aims to process these claims within about 30 days, although timelines can vary depending on the type of benefit and the documentation provided. For families who need help navigating the process, VA regional offices and accredited representatives are available to assist with submitting claims and ensuring all required information is included. The VA also provides a burial allowance to help families cover funeral and burial expenses for eligible veterans. This benefit can be applied toward costs such as cremation, a casket, or transportation, helping ease some of the financial strain during this difficult time. The maximum allowance is $2,000 for service-connected deaths and $978 for non-service connected deaths. In addition to the allowance, veterans are eligible for no-cost interment in the VA National Cemetery, which includes a government-furnished grave plot, a headstone or marker, and a burial flag. Families can still receive the burial allowance even when choosing a national cemetery. However, they do not receive the plot or marker allowances in that situation because those items are already provided at no cost by the National Cemetery Administration. Overall, these benefits significantly reduce the financial burden on families while ensuring that the veterans receive the honor, dignity, and recognition they have earned through their service. This presentation covered a wide range of healthcare benefits available to veterans, from essential home-based services and daily living support to the lesser-known financial programs and burial benefits. Understanding eligibility and application processes empowers veterans and their families to access these valuable resources, ensuring their health, comfort, and dignity throughout life and beyond. Knowledge is one of the most powerful tools we can give our veterans. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope that you found this presentation has helped you better understand the benefits available to veterans and benefits that support their health, independence, and dignity at every stage of life. When veterans and families know what's available, they're better equipped to make informed decisions and access the care they deserve. That's what Healthcare Insights is all about, providing clear, accessible information that truly make a difference. If you found this video to be helpful, you can explore more healthcare insights along with additional content at my website. It's sunnyvibes.com. SUNNIVIBES.com. Thank you so much.